Hello, hello, hello. I'm here to tell you about diet and nutrition. I need to give you a little background that I'm a little marshmallow. I have been plus size my whole life. Well, most of my life, that I remember, maybe somewhere around grade school to now. I've always been a little bit fluffier, a little bit plus size, or according to BMI, obese. So if you feel like taking the information that I'm about to say with a grain of salt, I just want to give you that information beforehand. I'm just trying to better my life. Okay, so I'm gonna try to stick to mostly diet and nutrition. So my first tip is if you're gonna calorie count, be gentle with yourself. Like I know you can plug in your information and be like, okay, I want to lose 2 pounds a week. Don't do that. Be gentle with yourself and be like, okay, I'll lose 1 pound a week. Then also at the same time, underestimate your fitness activity. So if you're like active, you can like put one less workout, that criteria. But I set mine to like sedimentary or whatever. Um, and I still kind of like do workouts here and there, but because I know like my diet and nutrition is like, I'm still gonna lose 1 pound, and then on top of that, because I give myself so much leeway, so many calories that I don't necessarily eat all of my calories that day. So I'm naturally putting myself into a deficit. Um, on the days that I don't eat all my calories and the days that I do work out. You know what I'm trying to say? Um, but yeah, that is it. That's all I'm trying to say is like underestimate how much you're gonna work out and put in the 2 pounds. Use the 2 pound no, and use the 1 pound recommendation on how many calories you should eat because it's very generous and everything, and it doesn't feel like it triggers me to um restrict or whatever. Um, And what else? It doesn't trigger me to restrict. And also the way that I structured my meals and my eating that day, I would have like this caffeine water enhancer. It had like caffeine in it, 120 milligrams. It's a water enhancer, so it would taste like lemonade. I just put it in my water, and I'm not a breakfast person, so I would drink that, and I would be good until noon. And because that thing was only like 5 calories, it just leaves open like the rest of like what I could eat. So yeah, if you're gonna calorie count, be gentle with yourself. Be kind to yourself. Don't restrict yourself too much to the point that it's gonna possibly trigger you. And I actually had fun calorie counting because it didn't feel restricting or whatever. It was just that I was a little self-sabotaging. So yeah, and then because I was self-sabotaging, it made me feel guilty, and I didn't want to like see the reality of like what I was actually putting in my body and everything because I would have gone over calories. Um, but what I did choose to do was calculate my protein. So I kind of like I already had like this spreadsheet thing where I would track my calories on there and I would do it that way. So it was very easy to change it to like protein to tracking my protein. At first I was like I want 100 grams of protein, and then I was like no, that's too much. And then what is it? Then I was like let me calculate 50 grams of protein, and then I think I landed on consistently almost 80 grams of protein because that's what I'm roughly doing now. And I feel a little bit better. I feel a little bit better. I just choose to focus on my protein and make sure I'm getting enough protein. It's like I don't care about the calories. I make sure almost everything that I'm eating has like some protein in it, and if it doesn't, okay, it's not the end of the world. I still write it down. Maybe it does have protein in it and I just don't know it. Um so yeah, right now I'm just literally playing Tetris with like my food right now to like get them to fit and go places and everything. Um, but yeah, it's fun. It's nice. Yeah, and it's just like okay, and then I also am geeky, so I like did a cost analysis spreadsheet. So I have like the protein content of the thing, like the price, the serving size, and then I'm like, okay, how much it is for a week? How much is it for 2 weeks? How much is it for a month? Um, and everything. So yeah, I got everything figured out. Well, close to figured out. It's just really, like I said, it's playing a game of Tetris. But yeah, I'm really having fun with it. I feel good. You know what I mean? Oh, I gotta take my vitamins. Also, this chocolate that I ate for breakfast, 7.5 grams of protein. Like, I was surprised. Like, I did not know. Um, So yeah, that is it. That is it. That's all I had to say is instead of counting calories, if you want to, make sure you're getting enough protein, calculate your protein. Um, yeah, because it's good with satiety, because protein and what's her name? Protein and fiber are those two things that I was like, okay, I gotta focus on these if I want to be like fuller for longer or whatever. So I think, and then also it doesn't help that there's a protein powder that's like clear that doesn't taste like anything. All right, all right. So let me give you my things. All right, wait. Since we don't talk about protein, let me bring it up. Let me show it. Let me pull up the receipts, honey. Let me pull up the receipts of the things that I might get my protein in, and I'm gonna give you some tips about like things that have protein in it that is like slept on by the masses. Okay, love fucking spreadsheet. Okay, so gelatin, she is how much is she? She's like 32 servings, and she has 8 grams of protein. Oh, so you can like easily like if you want to have a, and she has no, she's all right. I'm telling you, she's that girl. She has no. I might actually make some gelatin right now and have that with my whatchamacallit and get my protein in. I think I might get her. I wasn't sure if I was gonna get the gelatin. But yeah, you have to bloom gelatin first. So get some room temperature water. Pour some water in there. Put the gelatin on top. And what else? Boil the kettle. Let that get hot or whatever. Boil. Pour the hot water on top. You have bloom gelatin. That is 8 grams of straight protein. It has no carbs, no fat, just straight protein. 8 grams of protein. Oh my gosh. But yeah, she's expensive. She's like, oh my gosh. She is like $11 per box, at least for my area. But she has like 32 packets in there. She's a good girl. Oats is a cheap one. Um, I was gonna do soy milk. I have soy milk right now, but like for a month, that's like $15. And then also I came across Fairlife. That's like $21 for a month. But the cheapest one that I found is like powdered milk, and it still has like 8 grams of protein, and it's like 1/3 of a cup, like to a cup. So I was like, okay. I got egg whites in there because I mixed it up with my oatmeal. It's actually not that bad. What else do I want to do with the egg whites? I think I want to do the egg whites, the sausage, and some cheese, and I want to do a breakfast burrito. But I had another idea last night that involved a burrito, and I forgot what it was, but I've written it down somewhere. But yeah, I want to do a breakfast burrito, but I don't like eggs when they look like eggs, so that's a little bit weird for me. Um, there's this thing called Carnation Breakfast Essential. I'm not sure if I still want to get it. But if you put it with milk, like milk that is like 8 grams of protein, it equals like 13 grams of protein because the Carnation thing has like 5 grams of protein by itself, and it's sort of kind of like this liquid vitamin thing, which I'm down for because I don't feel like I'm getting my vitamins whatsoever. Um, and then there's powdered peanut butter, even though it's like $10. Like, wait, what? Wait, is that math is not mathing? Maybe the math is mathing. I don't. Wait, something's off. No, no, no. All right, it's so weird. For a month, the powdered peanut butter is like $4, but it's like initial cost is like 6. Crazy. Maybe I did my math wrong. And then, my normal ass peanut butter, she's of course expensive, more expensive than the powdered peanut butter over time. Okay, so my protein powder, I love Gold Standard whey protein. But like if I use 1 scoop, it's a little bit too much. But I was like, all right, if we get a little cheap with it, which is instead of 2 tablespoons, which is like 2 scoops, I just use 1 tablespoon, which is half a scoop. And I was like, okay, I can stretch that a little bit longer and hide that in some things or whatever and make it like a little bit cost effective because like on its own with 2 scoops it's 22 servings, but if I like spread it out, it's 44. Um, so yeah, I was like, okay, we can do that. And then I found the tortilla, right? That's like 9 grams of protein. I was like, say less, honey. I don't care if you cost a lot or not. Say less. So I like to do like a little pizza thing. So I do cream cheese, which is 2 grams of protein, and then I do some pepperoni, which could be like 5 grams of protein, and then I put more cheese on it, which is probably, I don't know. I just 7. I don't know. I really don't know. It also could be 2 grams of protein for all I care. But usually those things, I'm like, I don't care about it. It's just 20 grams of protein across the board, right? And then there was that. And then I came across another thing yesterday where it was like canned chicken, right? 23 grams of protein. I can just like get that, some canned chicken, right? Drain it, saute it up, spice it up, and eat it with the pizza thing. And then also at the same time, I'm like, yo, I also bumps with a chickpea tuna. I can do the same thing with the chicken just by putting it in the tuna. So yeah, there's that. What else? Canned chickens down here, Greek yogurt. I have like oats. Like I don't like oats, but I have oats. And I was like, dang, what am I gonna do with these oats? So I figured I can make these oat bars. That way I can replace these other protein bars that I get from Walmart. They're like $2 to $3 or whatever. 10 grams of protein, right? And I was like, I can make that with the things that I already have. Like I said, I can mix the PB2 into there. I can the oats are going to already be 5% protein. I have flax seeds and chia seeds. That's like at least 2 more grams of protein. Like I can make this myself. Um, there's that. And then for ice cream, like, because I think I want to have the bar and something that feels like an ice cream. Like I can have it with fruit. It's just going to be fabulous. I just got to figure out like what I'm going to use logistically. But if you get some Greek yogurt, it doesn't matter if it's a flip or just like some normal Greek yogurt. That's maybe like 15% or something, or at least 10%. Put some Cool Whip with that. Add some toppings. Have some toppings with that. Baby, it's gonna give you ice cream. Especially if you freeze the Cool Whip in the tub. It's gonna give you ice cream. It's gonna give you ice cream. I had one last night. I had the flip, right? It was like a peppermint and chocolate with the Cool Whip. And then I added more chocolate chips into it. Baby, it was given divine. It was given delicious. Okay, that is, if you don't listen to anything else I say, that one is great because it gives you the ice cream feel and it has protein in it. It has protein in it, okay? Okay? It has 8 grams of and then also if you want to, you can switch it up however you like. Like if you get a normal plain Greek yogurt and you love your fucking protein powder and you don't have boring ass vanilla like me, get you a scoop of your protein powder. It doesn't matter if it tastes like Cinnamon Toast Crunch or something, or Oreos or Fruity Pebbles. Put a scoop of that into the Greek yogurt. If you need to like put a little bit of milk or water or something in there to loosen it up. And then put in like the motherfucking like Cool Whip. I don't care. Like I said, I'm not counting calories over here. And then you put the Cool Whip in, and if you want to put like a crushed up something on top, baby, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. It is delicious. It is absolutely delicious. Like I said, if you don't take anything from me today, take away that tip right there. That shit is delicious. Whoo, okay. Did I get too excited? But yeah, I'm just focusing on getting my protein in and everything and making sure that's adequate enough. And also because like the protein is just like so low or whatever, like the numbers are like, not 1,000. It just feels so chill and nonchalant. Just feels so chill. But yeah, at least on a good day, on a normal, like on a regular day, I at least want to get 50. You know what I mean? Like at least, like that's the lowest bar. Like, ooh, I at least want to get 50, but I at least want to get like 80. Okay, 80 grams of protein in. If I get 90, that's great. If I get 100, I only got like 100 once, and that was because I like had like a late night snack, but that snack was snacked up, okay, with protein. Um, but yeah, just have fun with it and everything, and play around with everything. Like it's Jenga. I don't want to know.